What up, everybody? It's your boy Sack the King up in this motherfucker, man. Back with another life story. Now, as you can see from the title, this one is the first time I called LiveLinks, man. And before I get into that story, make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first to know and help the channel grow. And I appreciate all my subscribers. I appreciate every single last view. I appreciate all the engagements, meaning like comments and likes and shares of my videos. Hey man, salute to everybody who's doing that. But yeah, this story is one of 3 times that I call LiveLinks, and all of them are pretty interesting. You know what I mean? Especially the 3rd time. But I'll get to that one later. This one is the first time I called LiveLinks, right? Now, let me take y'all back a little bit. This is about 2000, the end of 2005. Way before they had, I don't even think MySpace was really cracking off yet, right? Way before they had Bumble, Tinder, Plenty of Fish. I don't even know what some of these other dating sites are nowadays. You know, I can't even name them. You know what I mean? But anyways, y'all probably know more than me. If you're from the old school and you're from Sacramento area, you remember LiveLinks, right? This was pretty much you used to have the Sac News and Review. I want to say that was the magazine, and in the back of them, it was like you know, advertisements for what would now be like dating apps, but they didn't have phones with apps back in the day. So you would just call up, you would say your name, you would leave a little introduction, and then if somebody liked what you were saying, they would press on your name and y'all could talk for about, I think you used to get like a free hour, right? But see, me, I never paid for none of that shit. Some people, you could pay and just talk for however long you want to talk to as many people as you want. So you had to be real selective on who you choose to match with. You know what I mean? Y'all both had to match on each other, and you got a free hour. I remember that shit. But if you call from different numbers, you can get a free hour, right? So anyways, so I ended up calling, you know what I'm saying, LiveLinks. I'm at work, bro. I'm bored as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up calling LiveLinks, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to see what it was about. It was my first time calling LiveLinks. I never called this shit before, and I just moved back to California from Germany, right? So anyways, so I remember I called. I ended up talking to this girl for an hour, you know, white chick from Roseville, right? So before we got our free hour stopped, she gave me her phone number, and I wrote it down, right? So we got off the phone or whatever. We texting, you know what I mean? So later on that night, you know, I'm on the phone with her, and I'm kicking my shit to her, right? So she like, shit, if you want to, you can slide through to my house. She stayed in Roseville, but if you get off on Douglas Boulevard, right? I want to say it was like Sierra something. I can't remember, but I know the directions because it was real simple. If you take the 80 to Douglas Boulevard and you get off right there and you make a right, there used to be like a TJ Maxx right there, right? So you keep going up to that first light, and it's like Sierra something, and you bust that left, and then she stayed on the first right. It was a street. It was like only a couple houses on there. It was like the first right, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, so I go over to her house, you know what I'm saying? I got some tree, you know what I mean? But I had a toothache, you know what I mean? For some reason, I had a fucking toothache. So she like, shit, you want a Norco? You know what I mean? I'm like, shit, I ain't really into popping no pills or nothing like that. She was like, no, I'm telling you, that shit will take your toothache away. You know what I'm saying? So she gave me a Norco. We kicking it. We talking, you know what I mean, on her back patio or whatever. I'm thinking that the bitch is home alone, mind you. You know what I'm saying? It's a little white bitch. You know what I'm saying? She probably like 20. I'm probably like 20, 22, 23 at the time. How old was I in 05? I was 22. She like 20. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, you got any alcohol? Because my fucking tooth was hurting. But anyways, it stopped hurting. You know what I'm saying? So we smoking a blunt. Longer story short, man, we getting down to it. You know what I'm saying? Like she was with it. She was with the shits. Like soon as she see me, she was already on me. You feel me? It just took my charming, disarming. You know what I'm saying? I had some news that she could use, and you know what I'm saying? She wanted her pussy to get the blues. But anyways, that's neither here nor there, man. So like I said, longer story short, man, fast forward, we getting down, right? So we getting down, you know what I'm saying? We getting down. And all of a sudden this bitch pulls out this big ass, she was like, while I'm fucking her, she's like, do you mind if I get my vibrator out? I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm thinking that she had a little, you know how old school vibrators used to look. It was about maybe this big, a little bit more round, but you know, you put the battery at the top or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, no. She pulls out this big ass meat tenderizer, nigga. It's like a long ass vibrator, nigga, with the big round top. You know what I mean? It's like one of them ones that you use for like your body, like your legs or your arms. Not no. She had a fucking real like vibrator, but this bitch is loud as a bitch, right? This motherfucker's like, she turned that bitch on. That bitch is like, you know what I mean? So I'm smacking on her. She's laying on her back, but she's like, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like turning me off. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nigga, I'm in. The bitch was bad. She's a cute little white bitch. You know what I mean? I'm in her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm beating her shit up, right? But I'm saying this vibrator's so fucking loud, right? And she's moaning hella loud and shit, right? So I'm trying to concentrate on the moans and trying to concentrate on hitting that shit and not blow my high listening to this loud ass vibrator, right? So all of a sudden I hear her door. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? But it was her mom. Her mom was like, are you okay in there? Bro, I bullshit you not. Her mom was like, are you okay in there? She knew what was going on. Hey, bro, this bitch turned into a she-devil, my nigga. This is the reason why I got the thumbnail, nigga. She was like, get the fuck away from my door. I'm like, whoa, like, hey, like, chill out. You feel me? Like, hey, your mom probably know you in here with a nigga. Like, we in Roseville. I ain't trying to have your mom call the boys. You know, they gonna act in racist ass Roseville. You feel me? So, her mom was like, are you okay? Are you sure? She's like, get the fuck away from my door. I'm like, whoa, I pulled that shit out. I'm like, hold on, bro. I'm like, I thought you was home alone. She's like, nah, my mom's here, but that bitch stays on the other side of the house. She needs to stay out of my business. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, at this point, like, I need to take a smoke break, my nigga. Like, you already got the big ass vibrator going. You already done turned into a motherfucking she-devil to your mama. And this bitch is over here knocking on the fucking door. So I'm like, shit, let's just chill out for a minute. Let's just smoke another blunt, you know what I'm saying? So I roll another blunt and we smoking, you know what I'm saying? And by this time, like, we smoking and whatever, and I don't hear nothing else. I guess her mom went back to her room or something. So she started, you know, going to town on me. I'm like, shit. At this point, I'm kind of turned off, and she kind of sensed that. So she got down and got down, you know what I'm saying, and started going to town, you know what I mean? So I'm like, shit, like, damn, like, okay, it's back on, you know what I mean? So this time I'm like, nah, bitch, you're not laying on your back with this loud ass vibrator attracting your motherfucking mama around this bitch. So I flipped her ass over and I'm smacking her shit from the back this time, you know what I'm saying? But I'm smacking her shit from the back, but she's moaning like hella loud, like, I'm like, bruh, like your mama gonna come to the door. So sure enough, here we go. Are you okay in there? Like, she know what's going on. This bitch is moaning loud as a bitch. Like, I'm over here dogging her shit, yeah, but you know, like, this bitch is over here getting loud with it. Hey, she turned around. She was like, get the fuck away from my door right now before I beat your fucking ass. I already told you one time. I'm not going to tell you again. Get the fuck away from my door before I beat your fucking ass. And her mom was like, oh my God, I just wanted to make sure you're okay. She's like, get the fuck away from my door. Like, she turned into like the devil, nigga. Like, her whole tone of her voice change was like the first time she was just screaming like, hey, get the fuck away from my door, bitch. You know what I mean? And she's talking to her mama hella crazy though. You feel me? So, nigga, hey, she turned into a she-devil, nigga. She was like, get the fuck away from my door right now before I beat your fucking ass. And I'm just like, whoa, like, I ain't never heard no bitch talk to her mama like that, especially like, so, nigga, once again, my shit went, nigga, I'm like, like, the Norco done kicked in. I'm feeling a little lightheaded around this bitch because I ain't never took no Norco or no pills or nothing like that kind of shit. So I'm like, bruh, like, I don't know, bruh. It might be time for me to go. What does she do? Hey, she go right back to town. Boom, 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 boom. She like, nah, it's okay. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, bro, I didn't even get back in the pussy. I just let loose all in her mouth because I couldn't go through that. Like, I was so worried that this bitch mama was gonna go call the motherfucking boys. Hey, I just had to beat the fuck out on that bitch. Like, that bitch was a man eater, nigga. Like, that bitch was a she devil, nigga. I thought that bitch was. Hey, you remember on Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood, where the bitch was like, oh, I'm just a little shy, and she turned into the motherfucking. Hey, that's what that shit reminded me of, bruh. Like, if you know, my nigga. But yeah, man. Hey, her head was really devilish, man. You dig what I'm saying, man? But yeah, that's the first time I called LiveLinks. That wouldn't be the last. My dumb ass called 2 more times, not right there in the same week, you know what I'm saying? But it happened 2 more times, and these other 2 times are just as motherfucking entertaining, man. Especially, like I said, the 3rd time, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, stay tuned for those stories. Hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first to know and help the channel grow. And, yeah, shout out to Shorty wherever she's at in life because, hey... It was on King.